So I'm competing at Nogi Worlds in December, which is a short period away. And so we're really ramping up training for that, lots of rounds and whatnot. And I'm really, I have a wrestling background, so I'm a big top player. And there's this, I want to hone in my passing really well. I prefer kind of outside passing going into north-south. And I'm really trying to get my, just like tighter passing down and less like just like more of my half guard passing, getting that better, and more of my headquarters passing better. So I have some options to go to besides just running around like a spaz, which, you know, I feel like that's most blue belt passing technique, is just running around the guard. But, you know, it's effective. But, you know, if somebody's got a legit guard, then it's, you know, that's not going to work. You got to mix the loose and tight passing together. So I'm really trying to do that. Yeah, follow along as I work on my headquarters tight passing, and we'll kind of break down if I did that good tonight, and if some post-training thoughts. See you guys in there.
Alright, so this first one, I got my left hand up the top of the shin, controlling the top shin, because I don't want to get that in, because they can use it to off-balance me. I don't know why I brought that other arm up, but yeah, I'm just monitoring that shin, so you can't get that butterfly hook in. I reach for the overback grip, which is really the main pass I've been trying to work, is like getting that overback from the half guard. He's doing a good job controlling my wrist. So I reset, and to put him into headquarters, I try to shoot the underhook and knee cut to the opposite side, but don't do a good job of getting my knee to the other side. I post my right hand on the mat here and trying to get that underhook, and he tries to go for an overhook and try to sweep me to that side. So I bring my leg to crash over on the far side to kind of kill that hook. And I dive over the top for the guillotine, but I end up using it just to pass the guard. He taps there from it. But yeah, same roll, monitoring that top leg. He doesn't really try to stay seated. He just kind of falls to his back, which allows me to kind of pressure into him. Again, I reach for that overback grip. I like the overback because when I reach for the head, I sometimes get violent armbarred, or kind of like that quick armbarred, so this helps. I reset, and this time I do get the knee cut. My foot's kind of stuck, but it's inevitable I get it out. And there, now I block the hip to go to north-south and secure the pass there. But yeah, I need to get elbow deep on that overback grip. Again, step into half guard, monitoring that top foot, using my chest to kind of bring his knees together. And I kind of force him to his back, and that shoulder blade's flat, so he doesn't have any offense. Got my 3/4 guard. Just settle for a Kimura since his arm is extended. Then here, again, I go for that bottom shin. He extends so I can't grab his head. So he's so extended that I just kind of body lock him and pass over his legs pretty easily there. And a lot less running around the guard and more so trying to go through it. Again, he stays seated more this time, but then I step into headquarters. There, let's rewind that. So I try knee cutting, but he stops it, and I'm able to kind of bump his leg off with my outside leg there, and kind of hip switch my hips up in order to get on the other side and secure the underhook. And I'm able to do one more time, and hip switch. Now I have that underhook. I'm able to spin around to the Kimura and eventually finish the armbar. Once again here, I come in, doesn't try to stay seated. I'm able to smash his knees together pretty easily and kill his hooks. He regains with like a butterfly guard, and here I switch to a body lock, get two knees on one, and then kill the knee shield, get chest to chest, underhook the opposite leg. So if he does get an underhook, it kind of kills it, but force him into a 3/4 mount. And here I'm looking for the gift wrap, so I can eventually take his back. Here, chair sit, take his back. He fights that hook for a little bit, but I eventually get him in. This one, I step into headquarters, fighting for underhooks. I need to pressure forward more and staple that far knee to the mat, which I eventually do, but I need to have more urgency with that. He kind of extends me and gets away, so I go to the overback, underhook the leg. He tries to hit like an octopus guard sweep, but he didn't have the correct like configuration, and just ends up being a easy back take from there. Here, he's trying to stay upright more, just doesn't fall to his back right away. Here I get him semi-extended and go for that tack-it pass where you grab like the underhand grip on the ankle and the head grip, the scoop grip, which is really nice, which Andrew Tackett kind of did a lot at CJI, and just something I picked up and trying to work on as well. Here we got a roll with Cole, a recently new black belt, and I thought I'd include this because he hit some pretty slick crap on me, and his guard is pretty legit. I like that little modified X he did with his legs there to keep me from moving around him. He gets that scoop grip on my ankle, kind of like De La Hiva, K-guard. Swings it over for inside Ashi. I clear the knee line okay, but he is re-attacking on my other leg. And he has both legs, and nothing I can do much about it. I try to step over and re-pummel, but too much force on that belly down ankle lock. Here I try to get him supine, I do, but he does a beautiful false reap entry. That was a thing of beauty. Not much you can do about that. Captures the heel, eye tap. Again, I try to get to the camping position on him. He does a good job of clearing that with a 2-on-1 grip, so I have to concede to maybe trying to smash his knees together, but he reguards and we reset. He does a good job, so that was slick as hell. I thought I got to a good camping position and passed his guard, but as soon as I got to like the J point, he inverted and put me in backside 50-50. So that was freaking sick. So I thought I was in a good spot, and then he inverted and freaking put me into 50-50. So yeah, I try to keep my heel hidden, try to attack his feet and separate his feet, but he actually transitioned to this nice Woj lock. That was a lot of pressure, and I had to tap. Again, we reset. I try to kind of get his knee smashed together. He does a great job of kind of using either the like cross 2-on-1. If that doesn't work, he kind of controls my near side wrist too. Because so here I try to step in and kind of post on the far shoulder. But he does a nice job of when I like deny that single leg X hook, he takes it out and then kicks my leg out to off balance me, and thus hit me with a K-guard entry that's very slick. I've never thought about using my kind of like if they deny X guard or single leg X and to kick that foot out in order to go into K-guard. I usually just try to throw into K-guard and have a lot of trouble. So that was really slick on his part. I'm going to steal that and look to like kind of kick that far leg out to off balance and then go into K-guard. So once again, I try to kind of get my head to off balance him, get his shoulder blades flat, but he does a great job of stuffing my head into this Choi bar entry. So I'm going to rewind that. He uses kind of a cross, like lat grip on my arm, and I kind of bury my head to kind of stop that. And he uses that to like snap my head to his like chest, And so like I was using my head so he couldn't get the 2-on-1 on my opposite arm to off balance me. So he reached through, grabbed my opposite armpit and my head, and as I lowered my head, I lowered it too far, which allowed him to get his knee up and like over my head, and then transition back to my near arm, the arm that's closest to his head, and enter that choi bar entry. So he kind of tricked me there, and it was really slick. So that's a slick choi bar entry, and I'm definitely stealing that as well. He could have had the choi bar, but he says, nah, I'm going to put you in saddle and go from there. But lucky enough for me, time is running out, and he didn't realize the time on the clock, and he does not quite get this last submission. I'm able to hide my heel for long enough and turn away until the buzzer eventually goes off and saves me. Chad's holiday season's right around the corner. If you like the rash guard I was wearing in this video, you can get that at xmartial.com. Use code CHADJitsu, all capital letters, for 15% off your X Martial gear. They got really cool new styles. And then also, if you need a pre-workout or creatine, please head on over to Psycho Pharma. Use code CHADJitsu, capital C, all the rest lowercase, CHADJitsu for 20% off. Great pre-workouts, great creatine. They also have a nootropic product, Infinite Brain, that's very good. So if you need some supplements, please head over to Psycho Pharma and check out their page and use my discount code. Thank you.